Greetings, beloved, and welcome back to another yarn dyeing episode. My name is Melissa, and I'm coming to you from the Northern Shenandoah Valley in Virginia. I generally like to crochet and knit prayer blankets and chemo caps for the sick, but I also hand dye yarn, and I have an Etsy shop. If you're interested, the link is down below. Go over and check it out. If this is your first time here, I would really appreciate if you could hit that subscribe button, and all of my new and returning viewers, if you could just hit that thumbs up to show your appreciation, I would appreciate that as well. And I want to give a thank you to all of my channel members. Thank you guys for helping me out and supporting this channel. If you're interested in that, that link is also down below if you would like to be a CIA member, Crochet in Agreement. So for today's video, I am going to be dyeing some cotton worsted yarn for a celebration that is being hosted by several content creators and was completely the brainchild of our wonderful friend Tank. Channel name I Love to Crochet. Everyone knows and loves her, and I pray that God will bless her for this very kind, thoughtful idea that she has come up with. Starting in the month of July, this month, we will be celebrating all birthdays and anniversaries that will be coming up during that month. And each month there will be a different person hosting, most likely. We're still working out the bugs on all of this, but I will be donating some hand-dyed yarn, but I will also be donating some cotton yarn to send to our dear sweet Miss C, Miss C's Cottage, who will be making a SomeBunny. And these gifts will all be given away during the live, and they are for everyone. You don't have to have a birthday or anniversary, and it can be a wedding anniversary or a channel, milestone anniversary, either one. And of course, birthdays during that month. But we will pick one item that was donated to be just for those who are having a birthday or anniversary. I will include a link to Tank's channel where you can go and get more details about that, but you need to let her know if you have a birthday or anniversary during that month. And then also, if you are interested in donating anything for this celebration, please contact Tank as well for that. But today I will be dyeing some cotton worsted, and I have to make it a little bit more than a regular 3.5 ounce 100 gram, but I'm making it specifically for the SomeBunnies. She's told me she needs around 225 yards, so that's how I will be hanking them. So let's go on over here and hank up the yarn. Okay, so I will be using Hobby Lobby I Love This Cotton worsted weight, and since there are 180 yards in 100 grams, in order to get 225 yards, I will have to hank it into 125 grams each. So let's get started. Here I have 3 grams of worsted weight 100% cotton, 100 grams each, 3.5 ounces, and I also have 2 yarn mops on the bottom here. I'm gonna go ahead and take these out so that I'll have them. In fact, I'm just gonna wring the water out in here because I'm going to need some water in here. And I am making a colorway today for, I think I've already mentioned this. Tank, I Love to Crochet, is going to be doing, or she's not doing, but she has come up with the idea of having celebration lives once a month, and this will be the colorway that Miss C of Miss C's Cottage will be using to make SomeBunnies. Again, if anyone would like to donate, or if you have a birthday or an anniversary, channel or marriage, then please email Tank. I will put her email in the description box and let her know, whichever one, donation, or put my name down for my birthday's this day, my anniversary's this day, whatever the case. So what I'm going to do today, they're all going to be very similar each month. Each of these hanks, I'm sorry, it's not 100 grams, that was wrong. It's 125 grams each hank, because that is how many yards, that's how much Miss C needs for one SomeBunny. So I have hanked these up especially for her and added a little bit extra to make sure she has enough. But they will be similar every month, but not exactly the same. What we have all decided between the three of us, we have decided that they will have speckles the same color, but the background will be different. So I got 3 of them right here. I'm going to get Miss C lined up for 3 SomeBunnies, and I'll dye her some more, once I get these off to her. This will hold her over for 3 months. So I'm going to take one of these, and I'm going to leave it white. And then the other 2, I've decided I'm going to have one with a pink background and one with a baby blue background. So the one with the white, I'm going to go ahead and just place on this foil over here to be ready for the speckles. And I'll go ahead and grab my pink. So we have in here about a quart of water, and it's the normal water, like I use the saline, salt water with the soda ash. I'm going to put 2 grams. Don't feel like calculating the percentage, but I'm going to put 2 grams of, let me show you. This is Fiber Reactive Bubblegum Pink. It's that color. So the next tank, I'm just going to, let me wring this out first. I will just dip it in and wring it out slightly, just to keep it from being so runny. Fiber reactive dye generally doesn't stain my hands, but I'm going to put a glove on anyways because I've already got enough basic dye on me from earlier today. So this is a nice subtle pink, because I'm going to want to use a lighter background so that the speckles show up better. So yeah, that's a very nice pink. I like that. Move it around a little bit here to make sure it's all generously coated.
I think I'm going to actually put this dye aside. The yarn moth might like to have a little bit of it.
I'm going to move it through the tie wrap here a little bit, so some of the areas it's not being gotten. I make sure it's taken in all over.
Okay, I think that's probably good. Just slightly look, there's a little bit of white right there. Yeah, let me double check. Move it around real good here. Sometimes where these areas where it's tied can cause a resist and make that section not be dyed. I think I'm happy with this. And I'm actually thinking that perhaps some of these lighter areas have already taken up the dye that it's going to take. Perhaps the darker areas started taking up the dye. That does happen. I have seen instances where it soaks it up, not near as good as wool does. You don't end up with clear water, but you do end up with a much lighter shade. That does happen. Okay, just a slight little this. Perfect. I'm gonna get a separate tub so I can save that dye. It's kind of what mops are for as well. So this one will be the blue. Actually, I need to wring it out in here. Put it up to 1 quart again like the other.
Wow, right there. It's exactly, well, there's maybe a tablespoon left in there. Okay, let me go ahead and, all right, I'm gonna put 2 grams in here again of this one, which is Robin's Egg Blue. You know what? Yeah, this is, I'm gonna do 1.5 grams. This is a light blue, but I don't want to go too bold on it. I want to keep it light blue, so we'll do 1.5. And I'll have to jot all that down. That's what these videos are good for vlogging. Help me to remember how I did this stuff. Okay, do the same thing with this one. And I want to make sure I keep the light background as light as I can, because I don't want to drop powder on these and then have it be a totally different color. So I don't want to put yellow on the blue and get green, you know. So I'm going to wring this out just a little bit more than I did the pink, and I think that's a good shade right there. So I'm going to lay this over here now. And I'm going to save that blue there as well. Let me get my yarn mopped out here. I'm going to start using two right now. I'm kind of in the works figuring out what I'm going to be doing with them, but I will do a video about that as well to let you know how that's going to work out for anyone that may want to purchase a yarn mop. Okay, so I'm going to grab my little the tea bag thing that's broken, but it actually works better now that it's broken. And I'm going to take this glove off. Wash my hands. Okay, so I will be doing Bluebird, Lemon Yellow, Kelly Green, and Chinese Red. So red, yellow, blue, and green. And the basic primary shades of these colors. Red, yellow, blue, and green. So all of the yarns will have that color speckling, but they will have different color backgrounds. And I'm going to switch sides here, mop this up. See better. There we go. And you know what? I'm going to spread these out just in case. I've got the fan off, so that's not going to be blowing. Just in case these speckles happen to float wherever. Maybe they'll land on there. Okay. Let me get my scoop again.
Can you see me right here, sort of? There we go, right here. Yeah, that works.
I haven't decided how heavy or light I want to go with this, so I'm going to start off light. I can reach a little better. I like this much speckling. I think this is what I will most likely go with. Just try it. Yeah. Not too much, not too little. I almost feel like I should have. No, I'll do all 4 colors, then I'll flip them. I don't normally flip, but I also usually will spread out. Whenever I'm doing speckles on cotton, I will usually spread it out, kind of like I did the white, but even more so that I can just do kind of a heavy amount of speckling and it'll still go through both layers. But I will carefully flip these. So I'm going to go in order. Yeah, I've been wasting a lot by just rinsing off the dye under the running water. I could do that right there. So now we're going with the lemon yellow. And I know I don't need near as much this time. I have some left. Now this isn't quite as fine as the pink. You get dyes like that sometimes that some are kind of chunky and some are very, very fine. We'll see how this goes through. And of course that would make a difference on how hard you tap as far as how fine the powder is. My finger now on the other one. I'm going to use my finger on this one. Okay. I think that does it for the yellow. That's all I want to do. Yeah, you can talk. So now I am going to use Bluebird. And guess what? Now that one's broke. That's fine. That's what's cool about it. I like how fine it is. That's why I'm using it. Yeah, I like this amount of speckle. Not too much. Not too heavy, not too light. You pretty much have to get the feel of a powder when you first start speckling it. I've had my glow powder that pretty much just goes right through.